Deep in the jungles of Southeast Asia, hidden beneath tangled vines and guarded by silent stone creatures lie secrets. Not the buried treasure kind, though there's plenty of that. Welcome to Explore Vortex. Today we will talk about these secrets whisper of empires fallen, dreams shattered, and lives lived in ways we can barely imagine. Ever heard of a hospital swallowed whole by the sea? Yeah, Southeast Asia's got one of those. This ain't your Disneyland adventure, folks. This is the real deal. Places where time stopped, where nature's slowly reclaiming what man left behind. These abandoned sites, they're more than just crumbling walls and dusty relics. They're stories etched in stone, whispers carried on the wind. And trust me, they're dying to be heard. Let's get this straight. Southeast Asia's been around the block a few times. This region is a treasure trove of history, culture, and architectural marvels that span centuries. We're talking centuries of empires rising and falling, leaving behind monuments that'll make your jaw drop. These structures are not just buildings, they are stories carved in stone, each telling tales of glory, devotion, and artistry. Angkor Wat in Cambodia? Yeah, everyone knows that one. It's the crown jewel, a symbol of the Khmer Empire's grandeur and ingenuity. A sprawling temple complex swallowed by the jungle, it's basically Indiana Jones, the theme park. Imagine walking through corridors where nature and history intertwine, creating an atmosphere of mystery and adventure. But dig a little deeper, and you'll find places like Bygone in Myanmar. This ancient city is a hidden gem, often overshadowed by its more famous counterparts. Thousands of ancient temples dotting the landscape, each one a testament to a long-gone dynasty. It's a sight that leaves you in awe, a reminder of the human spirit's enduring quest for meaning and beauty. Or how about Sukhothai in Thailand, the first Siamese kingdom? This place is a living museum, where every stone has a story to tell. Its ruins are like a history lesson come to life, but with way better snacks. Imagine exploring ancient temples and then indulging in some of the best street food Thailand has to offer. These aren't just tourist traps, folks. They're echoes of a past that still resonates today, a reminder that empires crumble, but the stories, they linger on. Each visit is a journey through time, a chance to connect with the lives and legacies of those who came before us. Temples and tombs are one thing, but Southeast Asia's got another kind of abandoned beauty, the ghosts of modernity. Think unfinished skyscrapers, abandoned amusement parks, places where ambition outpaced reality, leaving behind concrete skeletons that are both eerie and oddly beautiful. Take Bokor Hill Station in Cambodia, a French colonial hill station. It was meant to be a luxurious escape from the heat. Now it's a ghost town, complete with a crumbling casino and a church reclaimed by the jungle. Or how about the abandoned water park in Hue, Vietnam? Slides choked with weeds, pools filled with rainwater. It's a post-apocalyptic playground just begging for an Instagram shoot. These places are reminders that progress ain't always a straight line. Sometimes it takes a detour through the twilight zone. Here's the thing about abandoned places. Nature, she's got a way of taking back what's hers. Vines snake through windows, trees sprout from rooftops, entire buildings disappear beneath a blanket of green. It's decay, yeah, but it's also damn beautiful. Walking through these places, you can almost feel the energy shifting, the line between man-made and natural blurring. It's humbling, seeing the power of nature up close and personal. It's a reminder that no matter how much concrete we pour, how many walls we build, nature always finds a way, and honestly, sometimes nature's version is way more interesting. Urban exploration, lost in translation. Now, I'm not saying you should just hop on a plane and start wandering into abandoned buildings. It's not as simple as it sounds. This ain't a video game, folks. Real life doesn't come with extra lives or respawn points. These places can be dangerous and you gotta be respectful. The structures are often unstable and you never know what you might encounter. But that being said, there's a thrill to urban exploration, to getting off the beaten path and seeing a side of a city most tourists never will. It's an adventure that takes you back in time. It's like being a detective, piecing together the past from the clues left behind. Every room, every object tells a story. A faded photograph on a dusty floor, a snapshot of a moment long gone, a child's toy abandoned in a corner. These remnants of the past speak volumes. These little details tell stories if you know how to listen. Just remember, safety first. Always be aware of your surroundings. And always ask permission if you can. It's not just about legality, it's about respect for the places and their histories. You'd be surprised how many people are cool with you poking around their abandoned hospital as long as you approach them with respect and curiosity. And who knows, you might even hear a ghost story or two. Just remember, the past is a place to visit, not to live in. So explore, learn, and leave only footprints behind. Leave only. Tales from the Crypt, local legends and ghost stories. This section delves into the spine-chilling tales passed down through generations, stories that have become an integral part of local folklore. Speaking of ghosts, Southeast Asia's got those in spades. The region is a treasure trove of ghost stories, each more eerie than the last. Every abandoned temple, every crumbling mansion has its own spooky tale attached to it. These places are not just relics of the past, they are living, breathing entities in the world of the supernatural. Ask around and you'll hear whispers of restless spirits, vengeful demons, and creatures that go bump in the night. The locals have a deep connection to these stories, often sharing them in hushed tones as the sun sets. Now, I'm a man of science, but even I got to admit, some of these stories will give you chills. The sheer detail and consistency in these tales make you wonder if there's more to them than just imagination. Like the tale of the abandoned mental hospital in Thailand, where patients are said to still roam the halls. The eerie atmosphere and the unsettling history of the place make it a hotspot for paranormal enthusiasts. Or the legend of the ghost ship that sails the Mekong River, its crew forever searching for the shore. This story has been told for centuries, with sightings reported even in modern times. Are they true? Who knows? The line between reality and myth often blurs in these tales, leaving us to ponder the mysteries of the unknown. But they add an extra layer of intrigue to these already fascinating places. Tourists and locals alike are drawn to these haunted sites, eager to experience the thrill of the unknown. Just don't blame me if you can't sleep with the lights off after hearing them. These stories have a way of creeping into your mind, making you question every shadow and every creak in the night. The thrill of discovery. Finding beauty in unexpected places. The thing about abandoned places is, they make you see the world differently. Beauty, it ain't always pretty. Sometimes it's in the decay, the imperfection, the way nature reclaims what we've left behind. It's about finding the extraordinary in the ordinary, the hidden stories in the forgotten corners of the world. It's about stepping outside your comfort zone, challenging your perceptions, and embracing the unexpected. Because sometimes the most beautiful things are the ones we have to work to find. Responsible exploration, respecting history and culture. Now, before you all grab your backpacks and head for the nearest abandoned pagoda, let's talk about respect. These places, they ain't just playgrounds. They're pieces of history, remnants of cultures that came before us. So no spray painting, no trash leaving, and definitely no stealing souvenirs. Take photos, leave footprints. Remember, you're a visitor in someone else's story. Act accordingly. And for God's sake, be careful. Those crumbling staircases, they weren't designed for your Instagram photo shoot. Safety first, always. Capturing the moment photography tips for abandoned places. Now, if you're anything like me, you're going to want to document your adventures. And abandoned places? They're a photographer's dream. The light, the textures, the sheer eeriness of it all. It's enough to make Ansel Adams weep. A few tips from yours truly. Embrace the shadows, play with light and dark. Wide-angle lenses are your friend. They'll capture the scale of these places. And don't be afraid to get creative. Some of the best shots are the ones that tell a story, that capture the mood and the mystery. Just remember, no trespassing for the perfect shot. The law's got a way of harshing your artistic buzz. Beyond the beaten path resources for urban explorers, so you're itching to get out there and explore, huh? Good on you. But where do you start? Well, lucky for you, the internet's a beautiful thing. There are blogs, forums, even entire websites dedicated to urban exploration. Do your research, find out what's in your area, look for local groups. They're a great way to connect with fellow explorers and learn the ropes. And don't be afraid to ask questions. The urban exploration community, we're a friendly bunch, mostly. Just remember, safety first, always. And respect the places you visit. They're counting on you. Join the adventure. Keep exploring with me. So there you have it, folks. A taste of the abandoned wonders waiting to be discovered in Southeast Asia. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are countless other stories to be told. secrets to be uncovered, and adventures to be had. And I want you to be a part of it. Follow me on my journeys as I delve deeper into these forgotten corners of the world. Subscribe to my channel, join the conversation, and let's explore together. Trust me, you won't regret it. Because the best stories, the most unforgettable experiences, they're always found off the beaten path. So come on, let's get lost.